Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg delivered a speech at Georgetown University earlier today on the importance of freedom of expression. Nick Thompson listened to the speech and he joins me now. He's editor-in-chief of Wired magazine and a CBS News contributor. So Nick, what was Zuckerberg's main message in this speech? Did anything really stand out to you?
Well, I think what Zuckerberg was trying to do is to reframe the problems that Facebook is having about political speech, about some of the choices they've made, and to make it either seem like, or to make it apparent, depending on whether you have a cynical or not cynical take on this, to make it seem like these are coming from Facebook's principled devotion to free speech. So he really recast the whole history of the company. It wasn't created as a site to help Harvard students date each other. It was created because of concerns about the Iraq War and a better sense that if people had open conversations online, you wouldn't make decisions like the Iraq War. So he reframes the whole history of the company. And if you then accept that, the debate they're in right now, which is should you be allowed to put false advertisements on Facebook? And the company's position is, yes, we don't want to adjudicate that. If you believe the company's position is because of their long history of devotion to free speech, you'll have a lot more sympathy to it than if you think it's just because he's trying to please the right, because the right has most power in Washington.
You know, it's not typical that he gives a speech like this. In fact, I can't remember the last time he did something like this. He usually, does things in post to get his message across. Was this a strategic move by Facebook to do this?
I don't know. I mean, kudos to him for going out there and actually talking where more can go wrong. And he's not a naturally charismatic or good speaker. So he took some risks in doing this. I'm impressed by the form that he decided to take here.
You know, Facebook and this whole issue of breaking up big tech came up in Tuesday's Democratic debate. I want to play for you what Democratic candidate Andrew Yang had to say.
There are absolutely excesses in technology, and in some cases, having them divest parts of their business is the right move. But we also have to be realistic that competition doesn't solve all of the problems. It's not like any of us wants to use the fourth best navigation app. That would be like cruel punishment. There's a reason why no one is using Bing today. Sorry, Microsoft, it's true. So it's not like breaking up these big tech companies will revive Main Street businesses around the country.
So he went on to address the fact that despite user data being worth more than oil, users don't actually own their personal information. So what's your assessment, Nick, about this issue? How has this conversation evolved over the recent months?
So the question of how the conversation has evolved, it has continually evolved in a way that everybody is more critical of the tech companies for almost all things. But then Andrew Yang in particular in that bit, that was really interesting because he was the rare candidate who is anti-antitrust. Everybody else on stage is saying, break those companies up and you'll get more competition, the marketplace will work better. Yang is saying, break those companies up and there'll be more consolidation because of the way network effects happen, and you won't actually get more competition. So Yang was taking a kind of particular slant that was quite interesting to me.
Anyway, it keeps remaining to be a big topic of discussion, even in the political arena. I have a feeling it's going to continue on as the campaign trail continues to wind on. Nick Thompson, thank you very much for joining us.
I hope so. I love these debates, so I hope there's more and more of this.
Your eyes light up. I see the sparkle in it, Nick.
It's so true. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick Thompson, for joining us.